It's damn hard to remember. I don't even remember last time I was on my own. You lose control. Don't lose control. But I do sleep better when I sleep alone.
I think we all do. Yeah.
All right. I promise you, baby. Love, once again, did not walk through the door today on the Yeah Come On show, which means, once again, we are guestless. I want to say that we were canceled last second by a coworker. I was going to bring on Brandy Britton from the Bailey and Southside
you out
show.
People.
I do. I'll out your ass. Will Turpin, still coming for you. But I've got good news. We do have a guest coming on next Wednesday. Hi-ya! We're rocking. We finally got a guest. I mean, damn it. What does it take?
Yeah, we need a contract here, I think. Yeah.
It's a big name guest, too.
It is a big name guest. I mean, we're sitting here on a Friday having a couple cocktails, man. It's all good. Damn, you can't come by just to talk and pontificate with the Yeah Come On show, which is a sponsored show. More sponsors to come, I promise. I keep talking about it, but it's going to happen. Right now, we are sponsored by Oxygen Financial with 2 locations in the metro. Right now, while I'm talking to you, Ted, the owner of Oxygen Financial, is in Texas making dreams come true. He travels the world, and he'll even drive to your house. Nah, he'd probably rather you come here. 2 locations, Buckhead and right here where we are in Alpharetta. Just go to oxygenfinancial.net and ask for Ted Jenkins.
Thank you for this honor.
You're welcome, Ted. And
Is he building the wall?
What, in Texas?
I don't know.
Oh, hell yeah. You think Ted wouldn't put a brick in that wall? Damn right. And I'm not going Pink Floyd on your liberal ass either. Don't put a real brick in it, keeping the bad people out. I'm talking about the cartels. Now, granted, there are some kids that probably need to be rescued, but their parents had sex in Mexico, and that's the way it is. You got to become a citizen. I don't know. I didn't make the rules.
I feel like Ted's the kind of guy that if they were going to build a wall and make it like Centennial Olympic Park where you could sponsor a brick and have your name put on it,
yeah,
he would have his all different color and make it be like, it would spell out Oxygen Financial across the wall. Like you would look at the wall from a distance and it would be like a big billboard.
Dude, I would totally. Yes, I don't know how much it costs, but I'd do a Yeah Come On shows thing too. Just give me a little section. And I'd be the one like where you could move it, you know, where like you could cut in, you know, like a little crease. Be like, you know, everybody, I tell you, man, you want to get into America, what you do is you go through the Yeah Come On sign, man. There's a split bottom.
Yeah, that's a real
where all the
mixed
coyotes
signal.
go, yeah.
Yeah, come on. Like, we're building this wall, but yeah, come on.
Yeah.
It is a real mixed message.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, come on in. That's what I'm saying. No, I mean, I will tell you the Mexican folk that I know are awesome. I am interacting with many all the time and always have, and they're great people, man. I don't know where the bad ones are. Maybe they're just on the West Coast. Maybe that's where the cartels go. But everybody's drifting in Georgia for the most part. Is good.
Hard workers for
hard
sure.
workers.
I've been in the
100%.
kitchen with them. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, good people. So cheers to you. I hate the epidemic, but I was born in America in a split level. Don't think I had it easy. I didn't. I got my own problem.
We do have 2 listeners in Mexico, according to our stats here. But I don't know.
If we build a wall, we need to have the show have a QR code on it so they can like run up to the wall, hit the QR code, it downloads the latest episode and subscribes them to it.
I tell you, I know some border officers. Maybe we could find anybody that's a show, the Yeah Come On show. Maybe we could sneak you in. It's worth it. Well,
I'm on board.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Maybe not. I mean, I'm only talking a couple. A couple. I'm not talking about thousands.
These are our international listeners right there. Look
Right
at
there.
that.
Look at our
we got
international.
Brazil. We got Australia. We're doing good.
Oh, I know who listens in Brazil. It's Is it just one person?
Let me see. Yeah, one person.
It is my buddy, Mike Lowry, that is marrying a Brazilian woman, and he works for Delta, and he goes down there. And
You're so sure, yeah. I mean,
he's bringing her back to the States. So we'll see if in about a month that Brazil goes away and, you know, she's gone.
who do you know in Thailand?
His real name is Mike Lowry.
Mike Lowry, yeah, Mike Lowry. Yeah, we call him Luke, always have, but his real name, Mike Lowry. Definitely ahead of the Mike Lowry we know and love. Bad boys, what you gonna do when the bills come for you? The bills come for you. That was bad. What are y'all gonna do when the bills come for you? What are you gonna do?
Pay them?
Have another child out of wedlock. Get money from the government. That's what I say.
Yeah.
I'm in a mood today. I tell you what, let's go ahead and quit talking junk, but hopefully you enjoy this junk. I want to take this time before we go to our Come On-ers with Brett Barney, our co-host. And again, we have our on-again, off-again Tyler Maynard here in the studio with you. We're always here. We never cancel. But I just want to say thank you to those that watch this show and those that listen to it. I know a lot more listen than watch, but we appreciate it. And thank you. Seriously, I just want to thank you. It means more than you know. We have conversations. Every number we go up on a subscriber, I'm like, yes. I mean, I count them. It goes slow enough that I can, but I appreciate it. I will say that, as always, Woodford, if you're out there, we're here for you. Reserve and Jack Daniels. And notice this bottle was full 2 weeks ago. Hello. Doing some drinking. But right now, I turn it over to Brett Barney, co-host of the Yeah Come On show. And he has our Come Oners where you have written into this show. Or, hell, I don't know, maybe you called him or something and you have something to say.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, it's usually just people who comment on the YouTube because I'm looking at that one the most, or the Apple podcast, or you can just tweet us.
Should we give your number out on air?
I'd rather not. It's probably.
Tell you what, Tyler Maynard, you handle all this kind of stuff.
Okay,
your production.
yeah,
Let's have him call your house.
Yeah, bring it on.
No, you know what? Let's have him call your mother. What's her number?
God, I would
Mama-
never subject her to the Come Oners.
Hello, this is Mama Maynard. What you got to say about the show? Tyler ain't here.
How did you know? That's a spot on impression.
Tyler ain't here. Tyler's out playing with his friends. But I'll be more than happy to take your comment.
That would actually be kind of funny to have your mom
It would.
take the calls.
Just give them to me. Bring them.
Be so obscene. All right, go ahead. Sorry,
go
I
ahead.
Your mom's
derailed
like,
it.
"What the hell's a come oner?"
A come oner is a person that listens to the Yeah Come On show. Don't get it twisted, you freaks. Go ahead.
All right, John Mathis, he wrote in, when Steve said he read the Aerosmith book, I thought at first he meant the biography about Dr. Aerosmith. Yeah, there was a Dr. Aerosmith. Love the show. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, come on. I don't know who Dr.
Neither
Aerosmith
do I.
is, but the autobiography of Aerosmith, yeah, I read that. Yeah, I got it early on in my career, and I was like, I need to read this, man. I might get asked questions. Nobody ever on Christopher Rude and the Wake Up Crew on 96 Rock asked me about that book, but I read the damn thing.
Oh my God, we have some well-read listeners. This is like
Yeah.
a novel from 1920. Yeah, Aerosmith, but it's spelled arrow, like the bow and arrow.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know that I'll read it. And as always, I read Old Man and the Sea. I think that was Hemingway.
Hemingway, yeah,
Hemingway, yeah, it's Hemingway who wrote that. Yeah.
Nice. You read two more than me. This one comes from Cool Breeze, and this one kind of has me questioning a lot of stuff because I've been getting things like this for about the last week or two. He wrote, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Eric Von Hessler shit all over the Shannon Burke show when the station sold? If so, way to show loyalty to the Shannon Burke show, Brett.
All right, I wouldn't know that. I guess that's a battle of the
Time slots. It's a battle of the time slots.
So it's a time slot because they're two different things. Well, no, they're not. Actually, they're both covering politics. So yeah, it's WSB
And
Eric,
the old 106.7.
yeah, and 106.7. Eric's show. I hear good things about it, but I definitely heard good things about Shannon's show as well. I mean, I hear both. I mean, a lot of people are fans of. I can look at a guy and go, yeah, you're Burke, yeah, you're Eric, but it's cool.
Well, a lot of what I've received back then and even up to now is people saying that he goes on air and says how he single-handedly put the show out of business, which is completely false unless he owns K-Love and was the one writing the $100-some million check to Cumulus to purchase, like 6 of the stations around the country. So unless he runs K-Love, then he didn't single-handedly put us out of business. It was a business transaction.
Yeah.
And we were very open about it. We knew what was going on. We were given 90 days. It is what it is.
I hated that for y'all too. It's one thing to see it coming, but to see it coming 90 days out, I'm like, damn. Because you start looking, and does somebody want you earlier or quicker? Is it in the business, outside the business? You're working up until the very last day. I don't know what the comp packages are. I hope there was some compensation for something.
There was.
Well, good. Because a person needs time.
Kimmer said he got one on our show.
Well, Kimmer deserves it. Kimmer is an institution and has been in Atlanta doing political radio, and he WGST and 106.7. Do I think he could do a time slot on SB? Yeah, he definitely could, in my opinion. I think Burke could do a time slot in SB. I just don't know how right SB is. Are they in the center or are they left?
I think I think it all depends on who's on air.
All right, if it's who's on air, then I got more respect for SB that they'll have different opinions. They're not just one way, and you hope that's the case. It doesn't need to just be one way. But for me, driving into work, yeah, I listen to SB just to get news, and I'm not looking for traffic because there's nobody out there when I'm driving in. But I listen then, and occasionally on the way home, I listen to Eric. I know everybody on his show. Like I said, they were all interns and stuff. And Eric, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that if anybody's telling you that we're talking about you a bunch, it's just weird. We are talking about you again. Nothing personal. Wish you the best. Matter of fact, a lot of people think you should come on. I'll probably reach out to you. But I got no problem talking about people I used to work with or people that are doing good work. I don't care. He's never going to work with me again, and I'm never going to work with him, I don't think. But I know he's not coming back to rock.
Well, the weird thing for me is I've had people hitting me up now that Shannon has started a new show in Orlando, and
so Shannon's on the air, which is great.
Yeah, he's on Florida Man Radio from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Florida Man, huh?
Monday through Friday.
2 to 6, Monday through Friday. And what's the name of the?
Florida Man Radio, 105.5 or 6. I'm going to botch this one because I'm not a big AM guy. 680 AM, 670, I don't know.
And it's in Tampa.
It's in Orlando.
Orlando, sorry.
He's afternoon Bubba the Love Sponge's morning show host. They got
Love Sponge.
Bubba, I will tell you, I don't know you, but you're a dip ass. I'll go ahead and tell you that. That guy was so mean to people when he was hot. And he was just a dick for no reason, and it cost him. I think he's as talented as he is stupid. And, that's everything I've ever heard about him. I never listened to Florida radio. I don't know the legends, but he was on 96 Rock from 10 to midnight. And he sent his show in on Reel to Reel. And Alan Ayo, who was the night jock on 96 Rock, had his show 7 to mid. So the dude cut in on 2 hours of his show. This guy would start and end every one of his tapings. And maybe it was just all in fun. So maybe I'm wrong to be so critical, but he wigged him out. He's like, dude, I'm Bubba the Love Sponge. I'm going to take your show. You suck. I've listened to your show. The fact that I'm only on 10 to midnight is stupid. They're already talking to me about doing the entire time slot 7 to midnight. I will put you better go get a job. I mean, he just said that kind of crap to this dude every day.
Lord.
And I was like, all right. And then I listened. I'm like, okay, real original. Tuesday. I just hate it when guys talk sex, but they can't get laid. And that's a lot in radio. There's a lot of nerds out there that either got small penises or they get scared. It only lasts 2 minutes.
Brett Barney, damn glad to meet you.
Yeah, well, how's it going? I'm surrounded by guys that last 2 minutes or have a 5-inch penis. You know what? And if you do, fine. Twirl around, do jumping jacks, whatever. And I don't talk about it, but they do. They are all about the chicks in bikini. And none of these dudes get laid. None of them.
Or if they do, they don't deliver. Yeah.
No,
exactly right.
and they're having sex with 4s and 5s, and I'm like, you want to hit that? You hit that. God bless you. But
no wonder his wife went looking for Hulk, huh? Wasn't that the case?
I guess.
Hulk bang his wife?
Yeah, I think he did, and I think he wanted Hulk to bang him. I mean, it got weird, and then they got weird.
Yeah, there was a cuckolding thing happening. Yeah.
And I
love cuckolder.
And I love that I don't know because I just don't care. But every once in a while, somebody will give me a little glimpse of that. So yeah, he did. He made some bad decisions that cost him. I don't want to see anybody out of work, but when you're a dumbass and you made millions and you got nothing to show for it, you made some mistakes, bro. Mm-hmm. And I'll say that to a running back for the Falcons that's out of work and doesn't have any money. I'm like, I'm sorry, you give me even $5 million, I will never work another day in my life. I'm not stupid. Interest on that is $250,000 a year.
Yeah.
I can live off that.
Just hit up Ted and you're good to go.
That's it. Oxygen Financial, our sponsor. Invest the money. Invest it and live off of it. And 6-digit income doing nothing?
Yep.
You don't have to have a Maserati. Well, Brett doesn't have a Maserati.
No.
But Brett has a nice
tricycle.
No, you got a Camaro, baby. I love your Camaro. All right, what else you got?
Well, no. So I want to ask you this personally because you've probably been through this situation that I'm in. I don't know because of Twitter. You probably haven't. But people hitting me up on Twitter being like, how come you haven't called in his show? How come you haven't done this? And I'm just like, I have my own job that I have to do and kind of take care of myself. I get that he's on the air. I've listened to multiple of his shows. I can tell you this, the first 2 or 3 days, their app kept dumping out. So it's like you would tune in and listen. I might catch 10, 15 minutes, but then the app would drop out for an hour and a half. And then I'd be walking, doing something. All of a sudden, like, boom, my phone starts going off again. It's them talking. It's like, I'm not going to call in because I have no idea what the subject matter is.
You could call in just blank because you used to work with him, and he could.
But that doesn't add to a show.
No, he could get off on it for a second. Say he has a day where he doesn't have a lot going on, which I doubt it. I will tell you that these guys that do these talk radio shows, especially in politics, man, they know what's going on. They've got content. They've worked it out. They're not somebody that's looking for content. But he could have fun with you. Say it's one of those off days or, you call in. He could definitely get a break out of, oh, yeah, I used to work with Brett Barney in Atlanta. What's going on? And then he gets to say that he worked in Atlanta, bigger market, and he could have fun with you. I mean, you would do him a solid, I think, if you called in.
So him and I talk every single day. We exchange.
You do?
Yeah, Shannon,
Right.
Shannon and
I wasn't aware of
talk
that.
every day.
That's great.
I mean, it's been that way. We worked together for 3 years. I can say he's somebody I've never been in an argument with. Yeah, sorry, bud.
No, I got another bottle.
And
keep talking.
He's somebody I've never been in an argument with. I think I enjoyed working with him. He knows, and I've told him this to his face, that he's kind of been my mentor in the business of radio.
That's actually flattering. Anytime you have somebody that's your mentor, and you say that out loud, to me, that's huge. I don't think anybody's ever said that to me. I wish they would, but nobody has. But
who was your mentor?
Christopher Rude.
And Shannon's mine.
Yeah, I mean, because he's the first guy I worked for, and he told me, and I saw how he handled things. Chris was one of those guys that wasn't an a-hole. There's a lot of a-holes in this business that just go off just to go off, and I don't know if it's a bit or whether they're just really mad or what, but he always played things off cleverly. You knew he was upset with you if you made jokes, like, oh yeah, you're doing a really good job. I really appreciate it. I don't think I could get anybody better than you. Thank you. Now
some heavy sarcasm. Yeah.
Now he's not happy with you. Instead of just going, "You're such an idiot, man. You're stupid. I can't believe it." And there are guys that do that. Most guys in radio tend to, especially hosts.
I think the only issue we ever had on Shannon's show between me and Kara and Shannon, Kara I also talked to multiple days a week, is one time I was doing a segment on his show, and after the show ended, he kind of like grouped us together and was like, "Hey, we kind of stepped all over each other a lot in that segment. Let's just be mindful of not talking over each other because that's just going to ruin the whole thing." And it was nothing like, "Hey, you did this wrong, you did that wrong." It was,
but he's right.
Yeah, let's just be mindful of making better radio. And he wanted the show to sound better, so I was completely on board. I was like, 100%. I think you're right.
Or they get, it gets all weird, I don't want to get into my show, my God, but I'll be talking, right now, there's people that have their issues and they bring them in. The one thing I can say is regardless of what you think of me, I've never brought my drama in. The regular guys never knew I was having tons of issues with my bar or what kind of messages I woke up to at 4 a.m. to hear my manager had left on my phone at 2:30, going, "Oh, I think we could have ourselves a lawsuit. Our waitress hit this one person and they hit him back. And then a car drove through the bar last night. We had 2 DUIs last night. And then one of them was our employee and a manager. And, and I'm going, oh my God.
All in one night.
I don't know if you paid the water bill or not, but the water cut off last night at midnight. We don't have any water. All the dishes are dirty and everything's dirty. You might want to call the water department.
It was a hell of a Tuesday.
Yeah. And I'm like, what next? I got this crap on a daily basis. We only brought in 6,000 last night and we needed 10. If you get a chance, we're going to need you to go by the bank and deposit $4,000. And then I still come in and do that damn show where I'm cool. Like you gave me a pair of keys to a Porsche, and I'm positive, And then at 10 a.m. when the show's over and I'm done doing my duties around 10:45, then I go into a conference room, get on my cell phone, and I cry.
Just start weeping. Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm falling apart. I'm falling apart. But nobody saw it.
Good job, guys. Just close the door.
Oh my God, I just urinated myself. Oh my God. My tears are running down my face into my pants. My crotch is wet. From tears. But I never did that. They never saw it. But I work with people that show it like, yeah, I'm in a bad mood today. You're going to have to deal with me. Great. Grown up.
Can't wait.
Yeah. At any job, that's the worst.
Yeah.
It's just bury it down until you get out.
Yeah, I may not have come in 2.5 earlys, but I'm not being a jerk, But yeah, our Brandy coming in or stuff like that, it's like there is sometimes where people are walking on people, or I hate it when somebody on the air who is 3rd string, 4th string, whatever goes, you don't have to get all sensitive. I don't know why you're freaking out. don't know what you're doing. I never would have said that to Larry and Eric on the regular basis.
Oh, you would have been destroyed.
Guys, little respect, and I take it because I don't want to be a jerk, you know. But every once in a while, you have no choice but to flare up a little bit. I'm like, okay, I know you're liberal as crap, and you don't get what I'm saying, and nah. But you know what? The grown-up world, if you want a bigger house and you want to live on a golf course, you're gonna have to do things a certain way. I'm sorry. Is that too mean?
No.
Sorry.
Not at all.
You got to do what you got to do.
Bless America. My God, now that I'm destroying my own world.
My take on radio has always been, if you have a problem going on in your life, don't carry it into the studio with you, because so many people are sitting in traffic. So many people are dealing with their own problems. They don't want to turn on the radio and just listen to you complain the whole time. That's terrible radio. You got to, you got to entertain the person. Like, you got to suck it up, put it out of your mind for however many hours your show is. And as long as the mics are on, and then, go back to what you got to do. But
people have bad days, and I'll give anybody
100%.
Anybody I've ever worked with, you got to give them the benefit of the doubt. You got to realize, okay, they're having a bad day or something's going on. But I just wish there was communication. The problem is we don't talk to each other. We don't say anything. And I'm saying that about the show I'm on, and the show I was on before that, and the show before that. People don't talk. You and I talk more. I have better communication with you than I've ever had.
That's because I communicate with everybody constantly that I'm working with. It is a nonstop. You got to have it going continuously if you want to be successful.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler's good for a little personal message every once in a while, but
Tyler, first thing he said to me today was like, "I'm sorry I didn't respond to your text Friday night." I was like, "Oh no, I didn't want a response."
I always feel guilty if I was on a date. Thank you very much.
Well, this is you were on a date?
No, we don't have to dig into that. We don't got to.
Oh my God, get it. But I will say that communication is key. With anybody. And, I'm just as guilty as the next guy. It's like sometimes you don't want to deal with confrontation. I'm Irish, so you got to push me. Then I blow up, which isn't cool. But when I blow, I blow. But if you're not pushing me and it's not adding up, there is no blow ever. I will not blow. Hold on. Personal. Hi, Southside Steve. I will not blow.
We get the.
Okay. You had some fun with that? Had some fun with that. So, no, anybody I've ever worked, the fact is everybody I've ever worked with is at least on the host side, talented. I'll say that. They're all very talented. So make sure you listen this far before you get all pissed off.
So speaking of pissed off, we have one more comment from one of our come-oners. Check out how long that one is. Get ready for this.
All right, that's a book. Who, first off, before you read this, honestly.
It's a lot of time.
I'm good for a paragraph. I mean, but God dang, who writes a book to somebody? I mean, nobody said this is an essay.
This is what I texted Tyler Friday night. I was so excited when I saw it.
I read it. I was laughing. I was at dinner. I was like, this is too good.
But I will tell you, because I like to see the good in everybody, it shows passion on this individual's part to write this much. So
we should be flattered that anybody cares to write that much.
You know what? Read it to me, and at this point, let's all be flattered that somebody wrote a short story about this show.
I've listened/watched every episode. Brett/Skinner, which he always refers to me in this as Brett/Skinner, so I'm just going to say Brett every time, but know that he's saying /Skinner. I just don't want to waste time. Brett wants negative feedback, so here you go. For the love of God,
hold on,
please.
before you even go on, you asked for this.
Oh, I did. That's why I laughed so hard when I read it.
Once again, another promo outside of I Don't Blow. And what did I mean that about originally? Now I'm just caught up in the sexual.
That you don't blow up.
I don't blow up. I don't blow up. I don't get angry. That's what I mean. I'm not going sexy with you. No, but
not yet. I
know. I will say that I like the love. The world is effed up enough. Have you watched the news? Do you listen to people? I don't want to protest anything. Can't we all get along? But my thing is. I like compliments. If you really feel something, then definitely let me hear it. Maybe I can change it. But
I like negative.
You like negative.
It's funny.
And you have asked for this. So before you get into it, all I'm going to tell you is you begged for this kind of thing. Now you got it.
I've watched/listened to every episode. Brett wants negative feedback, so here you go. For the love of God, please trade the to-dos from Brett Barney to Tyler Maynard. Put Tyler in front of the camera and move Brett behind the scenes, or remove him completely. Each episode starts out great, with Steve nailing the lip sync, but then you have Brett rolling his eyes, half paying attention, and the worst drum solos that are completely off sync. The last few episodes show more and more Brett's homo tendencies and his fascination with Steve. He asked Jesse Dupree about his dick pics. He smells Steve's hat while fantasizing about him. Sorry, my screen went blank. Talks about a chindo and asks Steve about the size of his dick. And to end the show, Brett asks the stupidest off-the-wall questions nobody cares about. Only Brett thinks his questions are off-the-wall humorous. Overall, the podcast is great, but please make changes to Brett. Signed, a Yeah Come On-er, Mark Ridgway.
Mark, what's up, bro? I like old Mark Ridgway. Mark, what's up?
Keep them coming.
Mark,
keep them coming.
You need to buy a Yeah Come On hat. Matter of fact, why you're not even wearing your?
No, I'm pimping it. Here.
Yeah, but your hair looks
my hair looks good today, dude.
Yeah, it
That
does.
he's bothered by the
day.
drum solo makes me so
Okay,
happy.
first off, if he's
I have seen you do the drum solo.
Okay.
It's a little odd.
if he watches/listens to every podcast or every episode, he would know that early on, I believe I did discuss in one of the first 2 or 3 episodes, I've never played drums in my life. I play guitar. Steve first did a few guitar stuff and then sang and told me that I was doing drums, so I went with drums. I don't know how to play the drums. You just hit them.
All right, from
That's
now on.
all I know.
From now on, and again, outside of looking for Jack Daniels and Woodford to call and bring the cheddar, or my buddy Jesse James Dupree, God, you got to love his American bourbon whiskey. I would love a phone call from Thunder, the rock band, to give me permission to play your music. Right now, I'm shooting myself in the foot. I can't make any money because the second I do, y'all are going to take it. Come on, man. I just want to play Thunder. I played it at my wedding, bro. I played it when I asked my wife to marry me. Love walked in through the door. I'm that cheesy. Be glad somebody's talking about you. Okay, I'm good. But back to you.
And my homo tendencies.
I don't know that they're homo tendencies,
Tell
but
me
I will.
about your dick size in millimeters.
Okay, what is it, millimeters?
Yeah.
I don't know millimeters. I'll tell you in inches. I measured it like every other guy measured his. Look, dude, I was in construction in the 80s. Any dude, matter of fact, if you're out there and you're listening and you have a tape on your hip, I had a little spot on my blue jeans where all my blue jeans were ripped because I wore my tape measure. And I was in heating and air. And I worked for a fabulous man who I love very much. I got in a portalet and I measured it because you got a tape measure. So you get in there, and the weird thing is you've got to get it excited. So you're looking around.
Oh, nobody measures flaccid, right?
No,
Now, do you
Yeah.
measure from the top, the side, or the bottom?
I did it all.
Yeah, the base of the ball.
No, you go to the base. You go to the base. Then you go from up top, which is what's really going to do the damage, and then you got to go across. And I know mine exactly.
Girth, yeah.
It's weird, but I know it.
You didn't do circumference? You didn't wrap the...
No, because if you know what it is, across, you're like, all right, that's my width.
Yeah.
I know guys that have beer cans that are like 5 inches, but it's a beer can.
Right.
So maybe
What's that called? Chode, they call it?
I don't know.
That was what we called it in high school.
That's what it's called.
And we've all seen porn where there's some dude that's got 10-incher, and you're like, God bless America. But then you notice that he's got 4 inches that never get anywhere, and then you're like, you're hovering above your lover. At least I can lay on my lover and go all the way. You know what I mean?
I know
or
exactly.
some of them don't even have the circulation to get it going,
Yeah, and then it's like,
Get your heart attack. I can't even get 10 inches.
Good point, Tyler Maynard. Yeah, I'm trying to get 10 inches here. I popped a pill so I could be fully on, and now I'm going to have a heart attack.
No blood in my brain. Yeah.
Right, Robin Williams.
That was good. I don't know. Did Robin make? Is that part of Robin Williams' stand-up? Did you?
I don't know. What's that?
Yeah, you never heard the Robin Williams
No,
joke?
he
It's
was
like,
famous for stealing stuff from other comedians,
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's hilarious.
He's
Yeah.
innocent. He's innocent.
Robin Williams said that men have 2 heads, but only enough blood to control one at a time.
Brilliant. All right, I didn't know I tapped into that.
All right, good job. You know what? You're thinking like
And he might have stolen that.
a popular
Yeah,
comedian.
not bad.
May have stolen it from you or your mother, who answers phones for this show.
Yeah, the receptionist.
I just want to tell you right now, Tyler is out playing with his friends. Just leave me a message, and I'll be more than happy to take it. It's Miss Maynard. How you doing? Miss Maynard for the Yeah Come On show.
Yes, mate.
Just want to say, my little boy left with some of his friends, and they were on bicycles, so cute. And they rode off, and they're in the cul-de-sac playing some baseball with tennis balls, so no windows get broken.
Sounds like the woman that calls queso queso.
And I just want to say, my little angel isn't here, but Mama Maynard will take your calls.
The most southern voice. She was born in Chicago. That's so good.
Oh, man. I think Mama Maynard needs to record something.
Mama Maynard.
We got a new character on this show.
I want, no doubt. I want to tell you that I'm sorry you got attacked there, bro. But,
I love it. Bring it on. If you really think that you can destroy me, you got to bring something hotter than this.
Is there anything out of there that you took really personal, or are you upset about anything?
No.
You're okay with it all?
Yeah, I love it.
Why do you like that?
I don't know. I think it's so funny. Because the thing is, like, somebody who attacks me with a keyboard's never going to really get that deep under my skin unless it was something completely personal. If it was a friend, if you came up to me and did this, said something like that, I would take it more serious.
Oh, wow.
But I'm not going to take it from somebody else. Like this, that's just hilarious. And I think that...
And it's like the thing where if somebody's talking shit about you, then they care. Like the ultimate thing is just to ignore you, you know? But I was riled up, so he cares about the show. He cares about...
I'm sure he's one of the listeners of One Beer, One Song, and this, you know...
Yeah, there's got to be some connection.
He's got to have that. That's his kind of taste in podcasts.
You're still going after that podcast.
Even after it's off the air.
One time, if you missed this episode, I don't know what episode number it is, but if you go back, and it's definitely labeled, you went off on a podcast, declared war on two nerds and another nerd. It's like, hi, we're two nerds and another nerd. Altogether, three. But no, they're just guys that were doing a podcast out of their basement. They didn't mean any harm. It was getting them laid with their wives that don't wear heels anymore.
Well, the one guy said his wife divorced him because of the show.
Do you want to talk about soup?
I mean, they want to talk about soup. Look, I know what happens, and every guy deals with this. You know, your wife goes from wearing 5-inch wedges and shorts to a mini skirt and flats. And once they get into flats, then you're like, oh, damn. Ass gets a little wider, you know. And I think that's what these dudes were married to. So therefore, they look really cool doing a podcast, you know. And they were the studs of the neighborhood, and you just ripped them apart. For no reason, you declared war on a podcast about, what was it about? Beers. About beers.
And music.
And music. And I'll be honest with you, the reason Brett, and this is why I love Brett, he ripped it apart. He goes, man, they came up with the most killer name for a podcast, and they suck. I mean, they got the best name for a podcast. They can't even deliver. My God. And then you lost your mind. And then you're like, Brett sends me a personal message, and he's like, you got to listen. They talked about us. So I listened to it, and this kind of stuff scratches my soul. They're like ripping us, and I'm like.
They ripped you more than me because they were like, who's Brett Barney? I don't know. He's a nobody. I was like, oh, cool, whatever.
And they just moved on to Steve.
They're like,
yeah, they went after him. I did everything. It was all my fault.
By the way, you either get me or you don't. Easy target. I do know a lot. No, I know a little about a lot. That's what it is. Every once in a while, I'll blow your damn mind with my knowledge. You know, I have nights where I get 20 things right on Jeopardy, and I'm like, who am I? Who am I?
That's Teen Jeopardy, or was that Elementary Jeopardy? I crushed those too.
But then you could ask me a question like, what's the third largest continent? And I'm like, Japan. I mean, I don't know. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, I can be ripped. So, but these guys ripped the crap out of me. The one dude's like, well, who's the Southside Steve? We don't know him. You know, we don't. The two hosts were asking, and then the third.
He said he interned for you.
The third guy said he
interned. You're a wannabe regular guy.
Oh, ouch.
And I will be honest with you, the regime mate knows the truth. It's Eric. I think even Larry. The last thing I wanted to do was be a regular guy, unless it was around contract negotiations because you got more money. They made me a regular guy like 3 days after I negotiated with Rock 100.5. I'm like, thanks, just lost $100,000. Appreciate it. But no, I liked being the regular guys and Southside Steve because I wasn't into what they were into. I don't even know how much Eric was into it. But I will tell you, two talented son of a bitches, for sure. For sure.
I think Brett has a message for this guy.
I will shit on your face and stuff it down your throat.
Wow. I mean, that's brutal.
Whoops.
All right.
I'll be open about this. I got in touch with them. I spoke with them on the phone.
The beer one beer one song, or this guy?
No, the
I
One Beer One Song.
this.
And I asked them invited them to come on the show, and
they
declined.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I probably would decline too, because at the end of the day, they're probably very intellectual. They're probably intelligent. They have good jobs.
They're two IT guys.
They're IT guys.
Coming into the Lion's Den.
Yeah, and I know about my father-in-law. He's an IT guy, but verbally I can rip him apart. But he can make something.
I've got nothing to lose.
He knows computers. I don't. But yeah, everybody has their thing. So be happy you got your thing. But you ripped them pretty hard, and then they end up ripping me. And again, I wasn't trying to be anything. I was just doing me. So, but the guy was like, yeah, some dude is so Steve. He just want to be regular. I mean, he chimes in now and again. Chime in, dude. Please.
Practically ran that show.
No,
Your name's on the marquee now.
yeah, I don't know about that, but I definitely did more than chime in, Jack-o'-lantern.
Speaking of chiming in,
Notice I tied in Halloween.
Yeah, we're getting close. Yeah.
speaking of chiming in, I think that we have Trace Cat's Day. What's the name of Tyler's band?
It's something with a 3 in it. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Last week, for those of you that missed it, please go back and watch or listen to it. We were once again guestless. As I look at my my co-host, who, I got problems. I mean, I'll get us a ton of gas, man. You're gonna love it. I got everything you need. That's the way he talks to me.
I'm relying on you.
Sounds like Bill Clinton. Yeah.
But, let me tell you, look, at 2 in the morning when I call you, I sound like Bill. First off, I just want to tell you that, I'm not hitting Hillary anymore. I'm not into it. Have you seen the size of her ankles? I can't even hold her ankles. My God. But I don't have any gas. Good luck. Tyler Maynard out. No, sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, please.
Brett Barney out. That's it. Yeah, Tyler Maynard says goodbye like a proper, hi, it's Tyler Maynard. Take care. You take care, Steve.
Salutations.
Salutations. Here's loving you from Athens. You're a good guy.
You definitely sign emails with cheers.
Oh yeah, that's a Canadian thing for sure. That's a
are you-
hold off.
are you Canadian?
My dad is. That's how I was able to live up there for 10 years.
Well,
I have dual citizenship.
But he's a commie.
What?
Oh Lord.
How do we just find this out?
Yeah, man.
Dude.
Shit hits the fan down here. I'm heading right back up there. Or if I get cancer or anything. Like
So your
that.
dad still lives up there?
No. He for my whole life he flew up there every other week to Toronto. That's where his business was based
All right,
out of.
I will tell you, Toronto is beautiful.
It's a hip town. Yeah, it's a cool town.
I've been to Toronto, enjoyed myself. It's a very
clean.
It's very, my God, it is. It's
Yeah.
like in Atlanta, but without several
Yeah,
things that we have.
clean and polite. That's the two great things about
We
Canada.
don't have that. We're in the South. We got, hey man, can you give me $1?
And then just throwing a bag of chips out the window or whatever.
I just hear their beer sucks.
I don't know.
Canadian bacon.
Oh no! Now they have the craft bear up there is insane. Like there's so many breweries and stuff. Canadian
cool.
bacon.
Well, you know
John Candy.
Yeah, when they're at the hockey game, they're singing "Oh Canada," and he's like, "Well, I know one thing: their beer sucks, and it stops the whole hockey game. They get in the big fight."
Oh my god! What's that one movie? Strange Brew. Yeah, like Rick Moranis.
God, those two dudes. What was their little thing? Hey. But what was their word? Oh my God, I can't
Might have to
remember.
look that up.
Yeah, no. It'll hit me as like it wasn't.
Oi,
No.
Oi.
No, it wasn't oi.
Oi.
Oi. That's like Australian.
oi.
What do they say? Hey, bro. Hey.
Probably A. I mean, A
Maybe it was
is the
A.
Canadian.
Just
yeah.
A.
Just A. Hey, that's a nice sweater you got there, eh?
A.
Yeah.
God bless them.
Isn't that that really bad joke about how they named Canada?
What's that?
It's like the group of people got together and they're like, what are we going to name this country? And like one guy comes up and he's like, I don't know what it should be, but it should have like a CA. And then one guy was like, oh, and it should have an NA. And then someone's like, oh, it should have a DA.
That's pretty good, actually.
That's a really bad joke.
And you put it all together.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so it's Canada.
That's Canada. It is.
It's effing
It is
Canada.
a bunch of A's. You're right.
Yeah, but it's like a letter than an A, and that's every time they talk about A.
I will tell you the one prop I want to give to Canada, your homeland,
Part homeland.
Your homeland.
your homeland.
Mother country.
My brother was born there. Yeah.
Oh, your brother was?
Yeah, in
All right.
Toronto. Yeah.
So yeah, it's your homeland.
It's part. Yeah.
I will tell you that I dig the maple leaf. It's better than the peach. I hate, and I know I'm comparing country to state, but I hate the peach. But I will tell you, the bald eagle kicks ass. It's better than the maple leaf.
Yeah, but the peach emoji's dope.
But I'm like, man, I just always think about Georgia. I see everybody's car tag in front of me. I'm like, why don't we have a goddamn peach?
That's the funny thing. Before that emoji even came along and people used the peach as a butt, like I was in, kindergarten and be like, why does the license plate have a big butt on it? It's like my mom, and she's like, that's a peach.
You know what it should be? It honestly should be a phoenix. And that would look pretty badass. A flaming phoenix.
Yeah, that would.
I think Phoenix already has the Phoenix.
Probably.
All right. Oh, no. Phoenix.
Because it's like literally the name of this
No,
the city.
Arizona's got that whole little plateau in the sun thing on their tag. I've been
Oh,
behind.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know exactly.
Sunset.
I can see it. But yeah, so there you go, car tag. So look, let's get away from all of this
Okay,
and
yeah,
talk
are we-
about the fact is we had you as a guest last week because
Yes.
Brett didn't book anybody.
Trace Cat Day. I booked Tyler.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
killed
goes.
it.
He goes. I got an idea. I got a guess. We're gonna put Tyler on.
It was a hard get.
Tyler's our guy that runs the show, edits the show.
He's
Actually,
here. I know he's going to show up.
yeah, there is no editing. The only thing he'll do is if we have a guest. God bless Randy Cross. He was on the show. Center for the 49ers only for a few years. We learned that. He wasn't always a center. But there was something that Brett said that offended Randy, and we had to take it out of the show. So we edited. I think that's the only time we ever did an edit.
Yeah, and a bathroom break, but other than that,
Yeah. And
dead
you-
air. Yeah, I edited out. But
And you flames with your bathroom break. I got a pee-pee. Hold it,
it's the
Junior.
guest half the time too.
Hold it, Junior.
These energy drinks get
Brett
me.
got baby bladders.
All right, so
you
so
wanna
so
hear
I
a
guess
little?
the thing is through interviewing you. Can you lower my level just a little bit? My ears are bleeding. Through I guess the interview process, you enlightened us, and we didn't know. Tyler Mater, the on again, off again producer, was in a band.
Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
I've
Brett and I,
toured cross country.
we
yeah.
were shocked, right?
Oh, very much so.
I mean, we seen
This is
you
my
know,
face. Shocked.
My face was more like I took the glasses and I was like,
I've been a bunch of bands. I've been a hired gun for people that just pay me to come
you
on the
have
road with
groupies?
them. I've experienced them. Yes, for
"What?
sure.
What'd you ask?"
Groupies.
Oh, fans that'll have sex with the
definitely.
band.
Yes, yeah,
Or guys that'll, I guess, do you on the side.
for sure.
Hey, man, I really love the music. I'm heterosexual, but I'll F you. You're great.
There was a chick in LA. I was playing the Troubadour, and her name was Tyler, and I really wanted to have sex with her because I was like,
That's awesome.
how much do you get to yell out your own name during sex? Like, that's so rare.
Great. Hey, it's Tyler on Tyler. Yeah.
But I failed on that one, I'll admit. But
I went to college with a
That
girl
wasn't-
named Brett, so I know
Oh,
what you mean.
did
I
you?
tried.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
I tried. I didn't get it.
Taylor. I dated a girl named Taylor, so that's the closest. But
Well, outside of Stevie Nicks, I don't know who to have sex with.
yeah. There's not many chicks,
Yeah.
dude.
Stevie, if you're out there, if my wife dies, give me 5 years of mourning and then I'll hit it. If you're
right.
still alive.
You ready for this?
Yes.
All right.
So hold on. What's the
Yes.
name of the band?
3 Wolf Moon, the Takeoff 3 Dog Night. Get out of here.
Hold on.
And it was named after an internet meme. That ridiculous, wolves howling at the moon shirt.
I love it, dude. I was born in '65. I got to tell you, I remember Three Dog Night. I was a fan. I know the sound.
Yeah.
So I'm looking to see if you repeat it. So that's kind of cool.
The sound, not as much, but yeah.
So it's called Three Dog of Night.
3 Wolf Moon.
I have a
and
feeling
didn't
you
take
guys-
ourselves too seriously, but what's up?
I have a feeling you guys wore a lot of turquoise.
No.
That doesn't it sound like a turquoise kind of band?
dude.
Lots of
Nobody-
silver and turquoise.
Nobody wore turquoise but Burt Reynolds, and he did it well. Burt.
We look like a bunch of 70s heavy metal
My
dudes.
mic just attacked my breast.
All right, here we
All right,
go.
go ahead.
Feel free to interject at any time.
Which instrument?
Keep it going.
Right now I'm playing the electric piano. Yeah.
This is Tyler.
Yeah, a little organ back, little B3 back there too. So it gets a little trippy here, a little psychedelic.
Is somebody going to sing?
Yeah.
Good, good.
Well, that was singing, but it takes a while. Takes a while to get into the singing. Though. We have like 7-minute songs.
Is this like Jessica? Is this like?
How many drugs did y'all do?
Oh,
Y'all,
God, we took mushrooms during shows. I mean,
this sounds like mushroom rock to me.
psychedelic rock. Yeah, I mean, that's all it was.
But I got to tell you, I'm digging it.
I wrote the song on MDMA.
He wrote this.
This part at least. But the chorus, I think you'll like.
15 minutes.
Yeah,
15 minutes?
there you go. Didn't realize how few and far between the singing was until I actually dissected. Yeah, those scream, man. One guitar, one bass, a drummer, and me. Yeah, keys. That was it.
Who's the singer?
That was my buddy Adam. He plays guitar, and yeah, I mean, he could hit those Neil Young high notes for sure.
It is a cross between Neil Young and it's got some Red Hot Chili Peppers in it.
Oh, how you guys do you hear that?
I'm hearing different bands.
Who's it sound like to you?
I kind of hear, and I might be wrong, a little Allman Brothers.
Yeah, it's like a heavy Allman. Like,
Yeah.
you definitely have that influence for sure. The organ's about to come ripping in a second.
Allman Brothers and Red Hot Chili Peppers. So you're about to get off?
Yeah,
Are you getting off?
Oh, I'm always. I'm listening to this. Yeah, I mean, that's it. That's more or less the song.
I dig it. What do you think?
I also hear Jane's Addiction.
Yeah. I can
Wait,
see it.
what was I
Little
saying? That's who I meant. Jane's Addiction, not Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
Definitely some '90s alternative is in there a bit too. Like,
Because his voice reminds me, like when I heard
It's total Jane's Addiction and Allman
Yeah.
Brothers. Damn it, I was getting it wrong.
When I heard it, I thought of the Entourage theme. Oh yeah.
I'll do a little quieter.
I don't know
real
why I
quick.
get that dude mixed up with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but you're right, Jane's Addiction totally. That feral voice. Yeah.
We won't do this whole song, but
Oh my
this
God.
is a little quieter one. Yeah.
He's got those words you can't quite hear.
Yeah, he's buried in the mix on purpose in that way.
It's like, I got this right in my number, baby.
The Kurt Cobain school, right?
You're gonna get every other word. I'm telling my love, baby.
Yeah, very nasally for sure, but
And I can't believe what you are, my baby.
we had a good time, man.
Hey, good for you.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate
Somebody
that, too.
paid for the whole record, a record label. We made it our, we didn't have to pay a dime. So
I got to tell you, if I
put
was
it on vinyl.
if I was at a bar
Yeah.
and you guys were playing, I wouldn't walk out. I wouldn't.
That's all we ask.
Yeah,
Would you walk in?
Yeah, I'd walk in too.
Live music.
It would be something because I would dig the beat and the keyboards, all of it, and I wouldn't necessarily hear the words, but I don't need to hear the words because even when the words are clear, I still don't get them.
Right.
So I'm good with that.
It's just a vibe.
Yeah, it was a vibe.
Yeah.
I would not have hated on you. I don't know that I would have bought it, but it was okay. What do you think?
If I heard it being played in a bar, I'd walk in. I love live music, and because
I thought it sounded good.
yeah, because I don't know the words anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me.
I got to give you.
What the words
I got to
were.
give you a little applause. I
that
thought.
makes
I
sense.
thought it was good.
That was good.
Hold on. Here's a piano intro, and then we'll move on.
Oh, you're all now.
This
You're
is
all
me.
off
No,
into
I
it.
know. A tangent. This is.
This is you, Tyler Maynard, playing for the band Three Dog Wolf Eye.
most like southerny song. I'd say when it kicks in, it's got a good.
So you're like,
two hands on different keyboards, whatever it took. Yeah. That's where I'll cut it out. But yeah, that's the vibe.
so where'd you learn to play the keyboard? Something like Kami, like Flamer in
Self-taught,
Canada or
self-taught.
something? That's good.
Yeah.
I love going after Canada.
Yes, of course you do.
Y'all don't even have an army.
Commie can't. They do. They were in Afghanistan.
Yeah, but what did y'all have? Like Mounties? They're like, hey man, the horseback
Yeah,
thing.
they said.
By the way, you're wearing red. Everybody's going to see you. No, that's cool. Like I said, I like Toronto. It was nice.
That turned into a tangent. I should have just done this off air with you guys. I just, I wanted to show you my music.
No, it's good.
I think our listeners and our watchers of the Yeah Come On show, brought to you by Oxygen Financial. Go to oxygenfinancial.net. Probably appreciated that. And I'm glad to know that we got another iron in the fire. I'm going to tease you. I'm going to rag you about the Canada thing.
No
but it's all done.
He's
in
never
fun.
going to get the name right.
I'm never going to get the name of your band right. But I got to tell you, you played in a band. You played well, and I like the music, so I'll give you props. I'm going to give you come on.
I'll take it.
So he got the or the come on?
You got them both. I gave them both.
Oh,
yeah, come on. What about you?
No, I thought it was good. It was solid. It's better than anything I could probably ever do.
Yeah, come on.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, so you're giving it a smaller one, but we'll take it.
Come on's not my thing. I'll get sued by the S Squared Corporation.
S Squared Brands will come.
Yeah.
That was one of many bands, but we won't go down the list.
Oh, you had other bands?
Yeah. We'll just do that. We can do it every once in a while. I'll bring some more in.
I can't wait to hear one of your other bands. Can you give me another band name?
Oh Lord, this one you'll laugh. If We Are Machines was our other one.
That's
it came
horrible.
from a philosophy book. So.
I got nothing.
That's bad.
Yeah, I know.
That's a mouthful.
I know.
That's a lot on a T-shirt.
If we
dude.
are machines, yeah.
If we are machines, we hope that you listen to us rock on.
Dude, that's the hardest part of a band is the name.
I feel like that would be the easiest part.
I mean, I guess,
you know why?
if you want to just.
Because we have zero talent as musicians. Therefore, the name
making
is
the
easy.
music would be the hardest part.
I just look at it and go, what's the name of your band?
I guess that's.
You know the name of your band? If I ever had a band, I was like, Brass.
Granted, it's like not as if we have some real original name to the podcast.
Yeah, true.
So, and the content does come easier than the name.
Call us Stud Dicks.
Dude, we should totally start a band. I'm on. I'm in.
I just want
Whatever.
to thank
Let's
everybody
do
for
it.
coming in. We all Stud Dicks.
But you mumble it so hard they don't really understand it.
Yeah,
It's like
you never
the
do.
Make it
dicks,
one word,
or- yeah.
To where my mother doesn't even know what I'm saying. We all Stud Dicks.
And we sell like 5 different T-shirts with the way it's worded. So
Yeah.
like nobody really knows what the real name of the band is.
How about no concert shirt is ever the same? Like they're
Yes,
all
yeah.
we have 3,000 shirts available on our concert.
They're all different.
and none of them look the same. So when you see somebody, you're like, oh, you like that band because it's all spelled different.
They're all one of a kind, made by Miss Maynard.
Please,
Yo, don't bring her into this.
Oh, she could totally be one of our like road manager.
Hi. I'm just gonna tell you that my little boy is out playing, and right now I'm answering the phone for that stud thing. I'm not gonna say the other word. But I just want to tell you, if you got a message you want to leave for the band, I get it to them.
I almost typed that into Google to see if there was a band called that, but then I held off at the last second. I do not want to see what pops up if you type stud dick. Don't want that in my search history.
I'm about to say it's in your search history.
Yeah. I'll get ads on Google too.
Hello, Mr. Maynard. We're here to see Tyler. We understand that he's typed in stud dicks on his hard drive. We need to talk to him.
The FBI comes after you after that.
The FBI, Ted comes after you.
Miss Maynard, we're going to need you to put your hands on the wall, okay? And we got to find your son. Where is he in the basement? That's what we assume.
We have a bad news for you. He's into stud dicks.
I just want to tell you. I hate to be the first to tell you, but your son is a huge fan of stud dicks. He runs some merchandise, and we need to talk to him.
Christ.
I love when this show hits these weird ass.
Derailed.
I'm telling you.
None of this is planned. That's what I love about it.
If you were here on the old wooden table talking to us right here in the Oxygen Financial Studio, you'd laugh. I mean, this is funny. I'm tearsy. All right, before we finish up the show, do you have anything else we can talk about?
I do have the challenge for you.
What's your challenge?
So if you Google types of podcasts, according to the Googleator, there are 8 different types of podcasts.
8 types of podcasts.
Now,
Got it.
In my mind, I believe there's actually 9, so I'm going to add one on the end. And I wanted to challenge you to see if you could do all 9 different types of podcasts here today on one podcast.
Yeah, I think I could. You could run it by me. I've taken 2 semesters of improv. I think I'm all right.
All right, so you ready to go?
Thank you, Dad's Garage.
Was that the name of the place?
Yeah, Dad's Garage. That's who did
Oh,
it.
God.
Yeah. I did it out of a church. And I showed up with some people that are never going to make a living.
So it wasn't the Groundlings per se.
I looked at some of these people, and this one girl's like, I just want to say that I don't like money, and I just assume not have it. I'm like, okay, barefooted chick in the wintertime. But thank you for being in my class with me. I'm just here to learn a little improv. And she's like, I don't really like people that try to be famous. I just want to say that. Why are you here? You're trying to be funny.
We're all desperate to be famous.
You're trying to be funny at work, you jackass? Go ahead. What you got?
Miss Still Hungry on Payday. All right, first type of podcast. Are you ready?
Yeah.
It is the interview podcast. Can you pull that off right now?
Like just do an interview
Yeah.
with you?
30 seconds.
Hi. Welcome to the Yeah Come On Show. I'm Southside Steve, and right now we're going to talk to someone that is an aspiring actor and has actually landed a huge movie, and I turn my attention to Brett Barney. People may not know who you are now, but they will know who you are in the next 4 weeks when you come out in Aquaman 2 as Aquaman's lover. Do you want to talk about the part?
The part was fantastic. I couldn't believe I landed it.
Can you swim, actually? I mean, are you somebody that can swim? Because I do know there's some swimming involved, even though there's green screen.
It's mostly CGI.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, I can walk, but I can't swim.
Did you have a problem taking this part as a heterosexual man, knowing you were going to kiss Aquaman, one of the most attractive men there is?
That was actually a bonus of the contract. They didn't need to give me extra money. They just had to add that scene.
Does it bother you? Okay, so it doesn't bother you when there's like take 3, take 9, take 12, and you continually have to tongue kiss Aquaman underwater.
Oh, no, I could take it maybe 2,000-3,000 times over and over.
I want to thank you for being on the show and being a superb actor, somebody that people are now going to know. He will be a household name. Right now, you don't know him, but in the next few weeks, you'll know him as the homosexual lover of Aquaman. It is Brett Barney.
Thank
right
you.
here on the Yeah Come On Show.
Beautiful.
All right, all right, number 2. You ready?
Yeah.
The solo podcast.
The solo is just me.
Yeah, Bill Burr does that. Yeah. Just
All right,
rant.
30 seconds, go.
Hi, welcome to the Yeah Come On Show. I'm Southside Steve, and I tell you, you're here with me all alone. Isn't it nifty? I just want to talk today about myself, my favorite person. I want to say to you, you can't love another individual until you love yourself. And I'm here to tell you that I am totally in love with myself. I will actually grab myself on this podcast, and I'm here to talk about loving thyself. What you have to do at first is take a step back, look in the mirror, and realize you're not a bad person. And just because you don't look like everybody else, or you look different, or maybe you're terribly attractive, you need to look at your redeeming qualities and realize that loving oneself is the key to loving another. Because if you don't love you, you can't love anybody else. I want to thank you for coming in and talking to me, with me, or me talking about me, right here on the Me Show, the Yeah Come On Show, with me, Southside Steve.
All right, you ready for
Tearing up over here. That
go
was
ahead.
motivation.
Tyler, I'm going to need your help on this
Tony
one.
Robbins.
All right, number 3 is the panel show, where you're the host and you have 2 guests on as your panel. You throw out the question and we'll bicker back and forth and you moderate.
Okay, ready? I want to thank you for coming in here for the Yeah Come On Show. We are joined right now by Tyler Maynard, musician out of Athens. Roots lie in Canada. Not quite American, but American enough to be on this Yeah Come On Show. Over here, Brett Barney. Looks like he played football, but he didn't. Not really even an athlete, but beautiful skin. I want to thank the Brett Barney. Looks like a football player, but isn't. Here on the show. The Yeah Come On Show brings in 2 different type of personalities. We have an American and an athlete-looking kind of guy. We have a Canadian intellectual, probably a lefty-looking guy. And what we do is like to bring them together. First off, I'd like to ask you, Brett, and I'd like to ask you, Tyler, feel free to chime in. Politics, a good thing or not?
Politics, definitely not. I'm going to have to go not on this one, Southside.
You are?
It is not a good thing.
Not a good thing. What do you think over there, Tyler Maynard?
I think politics brings people together.
So
If you look at this country, we are the happiest we've ever been when we talk about politics.
There
all the
you
time.
go. Great point. I appreciate you coming with that. You still disagree.
I do disagree,
Oh,
Southside.
fuck you.
All right, now look, hold on. Look, you two, hold off. We'll be back in 5 with the question: politics, a good thing or not? With Tyler Maynard, the Canadian, and Brett Barney, the football player from America that never played it down.
I love how the Canadian blows up and gets angry.
Yeah, that's great.
The exact opposite.
All right, number 4. I think we've actually done this one before. Controversial, conversational, and co-hosted.
This is our normal one, yeah.
This is actually, it says pretty common, basic setup, 2 or more people sitting around shooting the shit. So I think we've actually already accomplished this one.
I think we have. The show
first
is
hour.
The show has already done this. I'll just throw up a brief topic. Brett Barney. Brett Barney. Liquor or beer?
Ooh, they say liquor's quicker. Which one is it? Beer before liquor? And
Beer before liquor.
You've never been with one that's thicker?
No, you'll only be sicker, or you'll be sicker.
Oh, no.
Liquor before beer, you never fear. Brett Barney, are you a liquor or a beer man, or do you like to smoke pot because you look like it? Sorry, hold on. Brett Barney, I've already talked to you. Talking to Tyler Maynard.
Liquor, he hardly knows her.
Tyler,
I hate that joke.
Tyler.
I've been known to dabble. I'm on a hard detox now, though. No,
Well, there you
no
go.
weed at all.
This is what the Yeah Come On show does. We've already accomplished it, and there you have it. What's your next one?
All right, you ready? This one's a good one for you. Non-fiction storytelling.
Is nonfiction where it's fake or real?
It's real. You have to give us a quick 30-second real story.
You had 50-50 option. And
Hey, I mean, it's like somebody goes, hey, it's down there on the left, and I hold up my hands. I'm like, bingo.
Doesn't fiction sound real, but it's not? No, I get it. Fiction is made up. So I'm doing a nonfiction podcast.
Yeah, 30 seconds of a nonfiction podcast. You have to tell a real story. It can be about you, can be about anything. 30 seconds.
Hi, welcome to the Yeah Come On show. I'd like to talk to you right now about a war that took place on this land, and it was nation against nation, North against South, the Civil War. And right here in Atlanta is where it ended, the march through Atlanta. There's a phrase here in Atlanta, rising from the ashes like a phoenix, and that's what Atlanta had to do because a bastard named Sherman burned down our city. He marched through, and they pillaged, and they burned, and then they pillaged some more and burned a whole lot more until there was hardly anything left. The railroad, non-existent. Non-existence, you know what I mean. We got back on the horses. We had to do what we had to do. And I will tell you that Atlanta has survived, and we learned our lesson, and now we're Americans, just like everybody else. Welcome to the New South, rising from the ashes of a phoenix. That's what they do. Thank you.
That could be a dope podcast, The New South, and just you doing that for a minute every day, and the stories just add up together. All right, you ready for the next one? The next
go
one is
ahead.
number 6, fiction storytelling podcast. Make something up, 30 seconds. Go.
Hi, this is the Yeah Come On show. We want to talk today about aliens. I'm going to tell you right now that aliens do exist. I've never ever said this. My wife doesn't know it. My family doesn't know it. My mama. I may have come out of her special spot, but I'm telling you right now, I am not of this earth. I am alienisk. That's what we call ourselves. Alienisk means we are alien-like. But we can look like you humans, but inside, I'm green and weird. But on the outside, I look beautiful. I have a ponytail. I have beautiful hair. It's all fake. Inside, I'm like a lizard. Like just like a little lizard. But you'll never see that because I'm hiding it, the inner me. But I'm going to tell you right now, there'll come a time, there'll come a year, there'll come a time and a place where I will come out and the aliens, the lizards, will rule the land. Right now, our population is only 20%. We're waiting on 50%, and then we come out.
Is this Alex Jones? That's all I was
it's a
thinking.
conspiracy
What
podcast,
is going on? All right,
Fiction, yeah.
repurpose content.
Repurpose content. Help me with that.
You'll notice a lot of television shows do this where they'll repurpose their TV show into a podcast for people to catch up on later.
There's a story of 6 little kids that came from 2 other parents that their wives and significant others died, and we're all brought
Brady Bunch, the
together
podcast.
in a living, and they call us the Happy Bunch. The Happy Bunch. The Happy Bunch. I am the happy bunch.
That's a hard one. That's a hard one to
I think
come
Yeah.
up.
I think we're
Trying to
7 out of 7 right now.
Yeah, yeah. we're
All
not
right, here we
bad.
go. 2
I've got
more.
a sister. Her name is Marsha.
Marsha.
I want to hit it really bad. Jan is not my cup of tea, and Cindy is way too young. Jesus.
Give Cindy a couple years. Jesus.
Once those pigtails turn into a ponytail, I'm hitting it.
He's grabbing it.
God.
You're the one putting me in this spot. Am I creepy?
No, but I love, dude. I'm actually surprised how on the spot creative you're ready to go on these, and you're not like wasting any time. That
No.
Dad's garage was worth every penny.
It was. Thank you. It was free. No, actually, the station had to pay. I think it cost me $50 each class.
All right, 2 left. Here we go. Hybrid podcasts.
A hybrid.
This is a mismatch of the previous types of podcasts, and you can be as creative as you like with a hybrid podcast. Means to you.
Is that your radio voice there?
That was
This
good,
is
Brett.
not.
Hi, welcome to the Yeah Come On show where we go wacky. First off, I want to talk about two things. Wackadoo. Two things hitting each other head on. You got fiction and you got nonfiction, and we'll bring them together. We're going to tell a story. That's right. There was a guy named Benjamin Franklin. He discovered what? Sound. He discovered sound. That's right. He was
Flying an F-16.
That's right. He was flying a plane. Actually, the Wright brothers stole it and claimed to have flown first, but it's not true. It was Franklin's. And during that time, there was a lightning bolt that hit the plane. And from that, we discovered electricity. Then I called up my buddy.
Hey, Edison, what's up? I'm on the first ever phone calling you to tell you that we need to do something with electricity.
Why not? That's what I'm talking about. Let's just go ahead and take planes, electricity, and let's put it all together. And let's make a light bulb that flies.
Holy hell.
Are you ready for the last one?
Sure, why not?
This is one of the most popular today and not on the list on Google, but I had to bring it so we could do this.
All right.
ASMR.
ASMR. What?
Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not afraid to look stupid, even on my own podcast. You're watching the Yeah Come On show, brought to you by Oxygen Financial. What the hell does that mean?
Here, Tyler's got a little video.
All right.
This is ASMR.
We're going to do some very gentle, very quiet, almost inaudible whispers.
This guy, I'm getting turned on. I gotta leave. No, I'm kidding.
Look. That's why you're off camera,
Yeah.
Tyler. You can get weird over there.
Appreciate it.
I don't care if you get weird. Go ahead.
This woman is cradling these
All right.
microphones.
I get it. So some chick whispering.
It's just
So it's supposed to be relaxing. Now, some of them people like to eat, and
Yes.
people like to listen to other people eat.
Is that why you're bringing food out? Where did you get all this crap from? What is this?
That's Go-Gurt.
yeah, this chick eats Subway and like Popeyes.
All right. So. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. I hate when somebody goes,
That's the whole video. She's eating onion rings and shit.
I can't hear that.
So we're about to do this.
What are we doing?
We're about to do an ASMR eating podcast, so we can perfect every podcast that's ever been created.
Am I supposed to whisper?
Yes, you need to whisper.
Yes, we need to hear the smacks of our lips.
Why do you have Cheetos?
The listeners, we're just hemorrhaging listeners.
I don't know who's listening right now, but this grosses me out. Why did Cheeto is good. Why did you lick your Cheetos so sexually?
You want to lick a Cheeto sexually?
I've never done it before, but I guess I could try because I'm in touch with my emotions.
Your Cheeto's real misshaped.
It is. I like a misshapen Cheeto. I'm not going to kid you.
Little curve. So, I'm sorry I broke ASMR.
I like it when it goes into the side of my mouth and just stays there for a second because I left it.
I think I'm going to ASMR a carrot.
I think I'm gonna chew like a crazy man. What are you doing to that carrot?
I'm ASMRing it.
Is that what they call it?
I don't know.
I'm gonna ASMR this carrot.
Your carrot is way longer than my carrot.
I like the long ones.
Ooh, that was a loud. I'm gonna break a tooth.
My carrot tastes very orange.
Oh my god.
I think the only thing you can ASMR after a carrot
Is what?
is some Go-Gurt.
You're gonna have some yogurt. Why can't you?
We still got a lot of stuff left to ASMR, guys.
I'm gonna let you handle this one by yourself.
Oh my god.
I gotta swallow the carrot. I got carrot all over my Go-Gurt.
I like hearing your wheeze on ASM. That's great.
I don't know about you, but I'm opening up some cheese.
ASMR cheese.
I'm gonna cheese it. How the hell do you do this? I want to SMR it so bad. Hold on. I'm getting the wrapper off. It's like taking a wrapper off a condom. So hard, but so good. Just before I lost what I needed, I got what I had to have. Now I've got it. I will now eat it. I've got what I needed because I had to have it. Thank you. What do you got? Please don't freak out.
There's so many moans and groans I'm hearing.
Look, please don't freak out. Don't pull this out.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's a raw hot dog.
no.
I'm gonna ASMR a raw hot dog.
Keep in mind right now.
He's gonna go to the hospital.
You're listening to the Yeah Come On show. We ASMR the hell out of stuff.
Dude,
There's 9 podcast types in one. There you go.
raw hot dog. Oh, we got one more.
Oh what?
One more special
They say don't eat raw hot dogs because they'll give you worms. I say screw that.
Oh man.
I say screw it. I think I'm gonna throw up. I like to take my cheese and put it on top of my hot dog.
His meat.
Those things are really slimy.
Hold on one second. If you throw up in there, I'm gonna kick your ass.
This might be an edit point. One of our first.
My eyes are watering so bad.
Let me tell you right now. Hope you've enjoyed our ASMR show.
That wiener gagged Brett pretty good.
I can't believe we're gonna go with potassium now. I kind of weird.
I gotta get the hot dog taste out of my mouth.
Here's the good news. Nobody on this show is gonna cramp.
For those that don't watch, you can just listen.
Yeah, if you're not watching this, we're talking in your ear. I like the way that's the heartbeat of you listening to us. SMR, the hell out of a banana for potassium. I'll take it like nobody's business.
I used to do this thing called the One Bite Banana Challenge. I wonder if I can still do it.
I hope you can. Show me what you got.
You have to eat an entire banana in one bite.
Just do it.
I'm gonna go for it.
You know what?
This banana is enormous.
No, you're like Nike. Just do it.
I took a little nibble out of the top.
That's like a 12-inch.
Please. I got to tell you, that's one of the longest effing bananas.
It is. It's got quite a curve to it.
You might have picked the wrong banana.
All right, you ready?
Am I doing it too, or am I watching you?
I need you to make eye contact with me.
Hold on. Let me lower my sunglasses.
Okay, you ready?
Watch me nibble.
Watch me down.
Okay. You be careful. Oh my God. I've never.
We almost had a banana-covered studio. Oh, dude.
Oh, dude. Damn it.
That's the biggest banana I've ever taken in my life.
That's what she said.
Swallow it. Get it. Do not spill it. Sorry, I'm supposed to be doing my ASMR voice or whatever the hell it is.
I think we did it.
We did it.
I think we just did 9 podcasts in one.
I think they heard every noise your mouth could make.
This show will probably not have a greater moment ever in the history of ever on the Yeah Come On show. We just did 9 podcasts in one. Hopefully you enjoyed that.
I'd like to see somebody else do that.
I don't even think I can do it again.
I think I'm gonna throw up.
I gotta tell you,
Dude, how'd you eat that hot dog?
I love it.
He's a fucking.
I was a Boy Scout. I used to do they really give me worms? Because that'll suck.
It's not that. It was like the juice on the hot dog when I was licking it. Just
The brine or whatever.
Oh, you don't lick them. You just eat it.
oh, I started sucking on it.
You definitely were.
I was pretty close to throwing up there.
Oh, dude.
I gotta tell you, thanks for
Glad we
holding me.
avoided that. Yes, please.
I was gonna have to throw up in my cooler. That was my game plan. I was had an out and everything.
This might be the most brilliant show we've ever done.
High five.
High five. Oh, hell no. I want to thank my co-host, Brett Barney, for bringing in the phallic foods for this ASMR.
ASMR.
Okay, whatever. All I know is you whisper and do bad things. And I want to thank Tyler Maynard for your music. My God, son, you're talented beyond belief. Playing the keyboards for your band, One Wolf, Two Flames.
Yep, that was it. You nailed it.
Three Dog Wolf. Look,
Trace Cat Day.
I'm not going to kid you when I say tell a friend about this show. Tell 3 friends, damn it. At least 3. Watch, subscribe, listen to the Come On Show, brought to you by Oxygen Financial. He knows what he's doing. He wouldn't endorse the show if we weren't awesome. Ted Jenkins, oxygenfinancial.net. Thanks for tuning in, watching, or listening to the Come On Show. Special thanks to Brett Barney,
I'm hurting.
Tyler Maynard. We're going to go get weird.